All right, a woman's filing a discrimination claim against a New York topless bar. Jennifer Paviglianiti claims she was fired because she got pregnant. Well, now she's not a stripper, but she's a bartender. Now, she said she thought it could be trouble when her boss at Cafe Royale found out. She claims he cut back her hours, treated her differently than the other girls, and that's when Jennifer says she went online to research discrimination and found out it's pretty hard to prove. So, one way to prove it, get some tape recordings. That's what she did. Gets a tape recorder, took it to work, and really got an earful. Listen to part of this. This is part of a recorded conversation with her boss.
Guys don't think they're not coming in to see sexy bartenders that are pregnant, that are bulging out. I'm sorry, I don't either.
I saw this 9 times since August.
Since August?
August. How many other people saw this 9 times?
Jen.
That's once a week.
Each week you're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And more unsexy. Okay? It's more obvious that you're pregnant.
All right, soon after that conversation, the bartender says her boss, John Doxey, let her go, left her name off the schedule. She filed a discrimination claim. But the boss says she was never fired. A month later, she came back to work as a cashier, but was paid for the month she was gone, but the cashier's salary significantly less than what she was making as a bartender. Now, before we talked to her, we reached out to her employer, John Doxey. Here's a statement from his lawyer. Here we go. My client declines to comment on pending legal action except to say it considers that Ms. Paviglianiti's allegations are without merit. Ms. Paviglianiti was not terminated from her employment. She presently is on maternity leave, and she has the right to return to work upon the conclusion of her leave. He goes on to say they haven't received the formal complaint, but will vigorously defend his client. Again, that's from the attorney for Jennifer's boss, John Doxey. Now let's get her side in full. Joining us, Jennifer Paviglianiti and her attorney, Jack Tuckner. All right. Well, Jennifer, did we get that right? So basically, You're saying you're demoted. Were you ever fired? Let's get that on the table first.
No, he never used the word fired. I was simply taken off the schedule without pay.
Okay, so you were never fired. Let me get your attorney in real quick. Jack, is that going to be an issue for you as you fight this on a discrimination front, that she's still there, still has employment, despite the way she believes she was treated?
No, of course not. She was terminated as a bartender. That was the job that she was hired to do. That was the job she did in an outstanding manner for the entire time she worked at these bars. And the reason that she's no longer bartending and making less than half the salary is because she's pregnant. And that's conceded in this corroborated audio tape, Mike.
Okay. Jennifer, why are you still working there if you were treated like this?
I needed the money still. I still needed to work. I still needed to support myself. So, and then the no money that I was receiving during the time that I was gone.
Are you going to go back there? I mean, and is it true they say you have a job waiting for you when when maternity leave wraps up? You going to go back?
I plan on going back to work. They say that my job is held, so I don't see why not.
Okay, let's listen to a little bit more here, Jennifer. And this is part of the recorded conversations with the bar's owner, and I believe it's dealing with job performance here. Let's listen to that.
Like I said, I could understand if I wasn't doing my job, and I wasn't doing it well. Can you just give me a little notice when you're going to tell me that I need to stop working?
I will let you know, because I'm going to be honest with you. I don't see it much past, next week. I don't see it much past next week.
Okay, Jennifer, how important was it for you to hear him on tape talk about job performance, and they're saying your job performance really isn't an issue?
That was most important to me, him saying that I was not doing a bad job and that I was doing every aspect of my job. And the only reason that I was being let go was because I was pregnant. I just wanted to know that I was doing a good job.
Okay. Did you know once he talked about job performance, all right, I think I've got something here. I think we can move forward with a discrimination claim?
Well, at first I just wanted it as leverage. I just wanted to keep my job for as long as I needed to save up enough money for my maternity leave.
Okay.
I didn't expect it to get...